So hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's a Techie-S. So today we are going to discuss about the types of virtualizations. So today we are going to discuss the types of virtualization. So in this actually what we will learn, first of all, the type of the virtualization and which type is used where, and what are the different types of the virtualization that are used for the different purpose. So we will learn about the type of the virtualization. So virtualization, I think everyone will be knowing what is the virtualization, but we will do a detailed discussion on this, because this is also general question, when you go for the interview of the for the virtualization technology, then this is the general question even asked, and you should know what kind of the technology is in the market for this virtualization. So again, most welcome to my channel. I request you to please subscribe my channel Techie-S for the more updates. Please subscribe and like my channel, and please help me to grow my channel, and you please also grow your knowledge. So our today's main agenda is the types of virtualization. Okay, first of all, we have to understand actually what is the virtualization actually. Virtualization. So this is the general term which is used as a virtualization. What it means, if you are working as a data center engineer or data center manager, so this is the general technology which is used in every data center operation, even in the small business or in the medium and large scale, all there this virtualization technology is used. Okay, so what is the virtualization means? Virtualization is the optimization of the hardware. What it means? It means optimization of the hardware. Okay, so this is the general term of the virtualization, means optimization of the hardware. So what we do actually here in the optimization of the hardware, for example, if you want to install, I take example here, if you want to install 4 servers, okay, you want to install 4 servers, okay, so now you will do there two things. Either you will buy 4 new servers like this, okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Either you will buy these 4 new servers, else what you will do, you will buy a single server. You will buy a single server with good technology, with the good, or you can say like a best technology. How? For example, these are your 4 servers, 1, 2, 3, 4. It need RAM of, like, for example, 2 GB, it need 4 GB, it need 8 GB, and it need 10 GB. Okay, so if you will calculate all of these, so how much total RAM is required? It's 18, 22 and 24. Okay, 10 plus 18, 22 and 24. So you actually need 24 GB of RAM. Okay, now if I talk about the disk, for example, if this need 100 GB and this need 200 GB, this need 200 GB and this need 400 GB. So for 6, 8, total 900 GB space is required. So either you buy the 4 servers with this configuration, okay, and also the the processor technology, which one you want. it's like for example i3, here you need i7, it's i5, then i7. Either you buy this for servers individually, or you can buy a single server with this complete configuration. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are just buying one server. I am going to buy one server. It was 24 GB RAM, which I have done the capacity planning. This is the part of capacity planning. So I will buy a nearby 32 GB server, as you know, taking some auxiliary, you can say some more load, so that if in future I have to install maybe 2 more servers, then it will become 6. So 4 plus 2, 6. Hard disk total it was 900 GB required. I will buy nearby 1.5 TB. Okay, 900 GB this is. So I will buy 1.5 GB, and I will buy one good processor, like you know, there are like a silver, there are processor like silver, gold, okay, titanium or platinum. These are the server processor. Okay, whatever we see in the market, i7 and i3 and i7, i3, i5, those are the normal processor which comes with the end user, like a laptop, desktop. But these are the server processor: silver, gold, titanium, ion. These are the processors. We will also discuss on this, what kind of the processor in the market for the servers. We will discuss on this, and we will make a good video on this also. So I bought this. Okay, so I will buy one of any of the good processor as per my requirement. It always depends on your computing power and your computing processing, okay, what kind of the processor you need. Now what I did, I bought a good server with 32 GB of RAM and 1.5 TB of hard disk, and you can say like a silver processor. Now what I will do, I will get one box. This is my server. Okay, this is my server. It has this all configuration, whatever this, it has this all configuration. Now I will do what I will do, I will install a software called virtualization. So there are a lot of software in the market. I will install some virtualization software on this. Okay, like VMWare. Okay, this is the one of software, or I can install Hyper-V, I can install KVM. Okay, so these type of the software I can install, and then after I can run those 4 servers on this. One here, one here, one here, one here. Even it has more capacity. In future you can also add 5 and 6 if you need, according to your requirement, what kind of the capacity planning you have done. If you need more servers, you can also install it. Okay, so this is the meaning of virtualization. So what is the virtualization? It's an optimization of the hardware, so that minimum hardware we can buy and we can run maximum software on those and maximum servers on those in a partitions. So that is called virtualization. Okay, now I come to the types of virtualization. Okay, I hope that the rear part is clear. So now I come to the types of virtualization. So this is the main thing. So please understand this thing very carefully. It's a type of virtualization. So if somebody asks you what kind, how many types are virtualizations, so our answer should be there are 2 types of virtualization. One is we called as a type 1, and one we called as a type 2. Okay, so there are 2 type of virtualization. One is the type 1, one is the type 2. Now we will understand what is the difference between the type 1 and type 2. Okay, so there are 2 types of the virtualization. First we understood the meaning of what is the virtualization. Okay, if somebody asks you what is the virtualization, so simply it is the optimization of the hardware, so that we can run maximum software or applications with the minimum infrastructure. Okay, for example, if you want to run 10 applications, so you do not need 10 servers, you need only 1 or 2 servers. On those servers you can run your 10 applications as per your the requirement of the applications, and your whatever the server is required, its configuration or its capacity planning. Okay, so type 1 and type 2. Now we will understand what is the type 1. So now I am coming to, it's my type 1 virtualization. So what is the type 1 virtualization? So type 1 virtualization is that virtualization which we can directly install, on the bare metal server, on the bare metal slash physical server, servers. Okay, now we will understand this also in the deep way. So type 1 virtualization is what virtualization which we can directly install on the bare metal and physical server. Okay, see, now I go to some legacy infrastructure. Okay, now you will have to understand first legacy infra. Yeah, you can say legacy virtualization. I use this term virtualization. So what was in the legacy virtualization? It was like this. This was your, for example, server. Okay, this is your server. So first of all, here is your server, means it's a hardware, you can say hardware. On the top of the hardware there is one operating system like Windows. Okay, some of the operating system like Windows. On the operating system, then there top of the operating system there was the VM, we can say VM Workstation, Now see, hardware is came, then the operating system, because to run the hardware we need some operating system like Windows and this one Linux or some other. On top of them, then there was the VMware Workstation. It's a VMware application. Then after on this, then you can run your multiple application like this. So this is your application 1, application 2, application 3, application 4, application 5, application 6 and 7. So like this, n number of, according to your capacity of this infra. According to the capacity of this infra, you run the virtualization in the legacy virtualization. We will see a good example of this here also. If I talk about C, so if you talk about C, this is my type 1 virtualization. If you can see where I am pointing here, so this is my type 1 virtualization. So you can see hardware is there, then hypervisor is there. No, sorry. This is legacy one. It's a, this is my the legacy is type 2. Okay, it's a hardware, then operating system, then hypervisor, then OS, then your application. Okay, so how? Here I see you install the VMware Workstation here. So here the application whatever you install 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has some dependency on the OS. For example, here you have installed Windows. Here you have installed you can say AIX. Okay, then again Windows, Linux, or some of the other CentOS, Ubuntu. So on the VMware Workstation you have installed the this one your the operating system. This is the OS. It is all the OS. On the OS, then top of the OS your application is running here. So it is, we can say, legacy virtualization. This technology still we used. It is not actually, not gone from the market. So this technology still we are using. So in this image, same we have shown here in the image. See, this is my type 2 virtualization actually. So here hardware is there, then operating system is there, then hypervisor is there, then after it's a OS, then application. So what happened now in that type 1? Okay, so in that type 1 virtualization, we directly install the hypervisor on the bare metal operating systems. Okay, so this is my hardware, you can say. This is my server. So here my hardware comes. This is my hardware. On the hardware I will directly install the hypervisor. So here will be my hypervisor. Okay, here will be directly, means there is no, now there is not role of any of the operating system in between of that. Okay, in like legacy one, there was a hardware, then there is some operating systems. Okay, then after the operating system there was a hypervisor, then after our OS again there, then after our this applications are there. So there is a hardware, the hypervisor. On the hypervisor, now here we will install the operating system OS 1, OS 2, OS 3, OS 4, how much required? Okay, OS 5. So in top of this, here your application will run application 1, application 2, application 3, application 4, application 5. So now in the type virtualization, what happened there, the total the operating system role is finished. So there are type 1 virtualization where what we do, we directly install that type 1 hypervisor directly on the bare metal operating system or on the hardware, and we will start working on that. It directly control the hardware because it has its own kernel, or its own kernel control this. Right? So this is my type 1 virtualization. Now what are the different type of the type 1 virtualization in the market? So number one is there actually the VMware. Okay, we are now talking about the type 1 virtualization. Number one is the VMware, because VMware is one of the most friendly tool in the market or software in the market. Okay, VMware was itself a VMware company, but recently it was now taken over by the Broadcom. Broadcom is one of big MNC, big IT company. Okay, they basically manufacturing of the switches and some of the softwares also. They have a lot of products. So Broadcom had taken over the VMware. Okay, number two, there is Nutanix. Nutanix is also the type 1 virtualization. Okay, VMware comes with one of the software. The hardware can be anything like your Dell, HP, IBM, any hardware it is compatible. Nutanix itself come as a hyper converged infrastructure. This is the hyper converged infra. If you want to understand the hyper converged infrastructure, then you can go to my channel. There is one of the video I have posted what is the hyper converged infra. So you can search that video and you can see that video if you have any confusion with the hyper converged. Then after is the third one is the Hyper-V. Okay, Hyper-V, this is also one of the type 1 virtualization. Then after there come the KVM. The KVM is also a type 1 virtualization. So these are the 4 products which are available in the market, okay, for the virtualization. where we can directly install this our on directly on the bare metal hardware, or we can install it and then we can run our infrastructure on this. Okay, so you mostly people know about it. See, this is the example of VMware. So you can see these are the three VMware hardware. We have directly installed the VMware ESXi. Then after, there are my multiple VMs are there. These are multiple operating systems, and on the then operating system, there the applications are running. Okay. So there is one called VMware vCenter, which control all the ESXi hosts together. Okay. So with this single console, you will be able to see all the hardware. You do not need to move here and there. You will get all the visibility on the vCenter. This is also one of the licensed tool by the VMware. Okay, so this is the example of Type-1. Secondly, Nutanix. As I told you, Nutanix is one kind of the hyper-converged infrastructure. So if you buy the Nutanix box, so Nutanix box in itself includes storage, compute, virtualization and network. And on the top of this, the Nutanix, on operating system runs. It's called AOS. AOS is Acropolis operating system. On the Acropolis operating system, then you can install your multiple VMs. Then after you can run. On the top of that, it has the on tool. It's called Acropolis Hypervisor, or you can also install third-party tools like Hyper-V, or you can install ESXi. Okay, and even the Linux or KVM you can install. So Nutanix also gives this type of the facility. This is one of the example of the Nutanix box. If we want to do some deep study, see, there is hard disk. This is the hard disk of the Nutanix. This where I am touching the Acropolis distribution storage fabric. It's called ADSF. Okay, this is generally responsible for aligning the storage across all the Nutanix nodes. So if you buy a Nutanix box, so there are multiple nodes, and like a 3-node cluster, 4-node, 5-node, 6-node. So this is responsible for distributing the storage fabric across all the nodes. On the all nodes, then there will be the hypervisor. You can see here the hypervisor. On the hypervisor, there you can install the VMs, and there is one called CVM. It's called controller VM. I will also create one more full-fledged video on this this Nutanix, how it works, what is the CVM. So there is a controller VM. It's called, basically this is responsible for controlling the Nutanix hardware and infrastructure. On top of that, you install the VMs and you then start working. So this also comes under the Type-1. Then this is the KVM. KVM generally called, what is the KVM? KVM is the kernel-based virtual machine. So kernel-based virtual machine, generally this is the tool of the Linux itself. For example, in the Windows, the Hyper-V comes with the Windows. Okay. So we directly install the Windows, and then after we install the Hyper, because that is a part of that. Then it comes as a you can say like a Type-1 virtualization. Same like KVM comes with the Linux. It is a part of Red Hat Linux, and it is also comes in the SUSE Linux, and SUSE Linux comes as a Gen virtual machines. Both are the same thing. Basically, these are the Word Manager, VIRT Word Manager. Word Manager is the virtual technology. That is also one kind of the Type-1, and this comes under the virtualization. Okay, so this comes with the Red Hat called it as a KVM. If you will install the KVM, then you can see there this KVM will be there. This is the virtualization software, and Gen is also virtualization software that comes with the SUSE Linux. Generally, it is a part of Linux. So these 5 are the Type-1 virtualization: Gen, KVM, Nutanix, VMware. So these 4 are the types of the virtualization: VMware, ESXi, then Nutanix, then after your KVM, then Gen. Okay, and there is one Hyper-V. Hyper-V is also, see, this is a Microsoft Hyper-V. So these are your 5 technologies which are the Type-1. Okay, so same here. VMware, Nutanix, Hyper, KVM, and 5th one we can say it's a Gen. N virtualization. Mostly if you will see in the market, you will see VMware, Nutanix and Hyper-V. Mostly these are the technologies mostly used as per the convenience of the people. Okay, generally it's for, we can say, KVM, but Zen is also one of the parts, so we can say 5. So that's why in the previous I have said somewhere as a 4, somewhere as a 5, because generally it is the 4 actually only, but yes, we can consider it the 5. So these are the type 1 virtualization, these 5 virtualization or 4 virtualization you can say, that runs as a type 1. So what is a type 1? Type 1 is generally that hypervisor which directly we install on the bare metal operating systems, which does not need any intermediate operating system. We directly install on the hardware and we will start creating our virtual machines, and then we start installing our application and work. So this is my type 1 virtualization. Okay, now we talk about the type 2 virtualization. Type 2 virtualization. So type 2 virtualization, what is the type 2 virtualization? Type 2 virtualization, as per the image as we have seen, I'm again coming to the first image. See, this is the type 2 virtualization on the this is the type 2 virtualization posted. See, there you need hardware. On the hardware there will be some of the operating system, then after your hypervisor will be installed, then after your OS will be there, then your application is there. Okay, so type 2 virtualization, there will be your hardware. This is your hardware. This is your hardware. Then after you, there is your operating system. It can be Windows, Linux or any other. Then after there will be your hypervisor tool. Then after there will be your multiple small operating systems. Okay, OS, this is also OS. On top of that there will be your application 1, 2, application 3, application 4, application 5. So like this it will run. So now which are type 2 virtualization tools which we can say? So type 2 virtualizations tool generally we install on our desktop laptop. Number 1, here it's come as a Oracle VM. We can say Oracle VM, Oracle Virtual Machine Manager. There is number 2, there is a parallel desktop. This is also type 2 virtualization software, which this is generally used on the Mac. This is the Mac part where the Mac operating system, so they can install the type 2. So Oracle VM there, this parallel desktop is there. These are the two generally type 2 virtualization tools which I know we generally use. There is also one more, it's called VMware Workstation, which is also type 2. You can download Workstation, VMware Workstation. You can download from the VMware site. So it also need operating system, like first of all it will be either OS like a Windows or Linux. There you can install these, then after you can work. So if I go on the internet, I want to show you actually. See, there is one we say, if I go there, Oracle, see, VirtualBox. So this is the type 2. Okay, so you can see Oracle VirtualBox. This is the powerful tool by the Oracle. Join the VirtualBox community. See, by the Oracle, this is Oracle which is written here. Okay, so this is Oracle tool. So if I will click on here, for example in download, so you will see here on this screen, okay, this screen where I am moving, Oracle latest version is now VirtualBox is 7.2.0 0, and this is available for all the platforms, for the Windows host, for the Mac OS Intel, Mac OS Apple Silicon host, Linux distribution is there, even Solaris is there, Solaris 11 IPS host is there. So this is open source actually, software actually, it's a open community, so you can download, install on your laptop, desktop, and you can do the virtualization and you can start your virtualization. Okay, here you can create your own servers if you want to create for the testing or something. So here we can do. So these are the type 2 virtualization. It needs the operating system, means your laptop, desktop must have some of Windows, Linux, Mac OS. Then on top of that operating system, we will install this. Okay, number one, this is. Number two, I was saying parallel, PARALLEL, parallel desktop. If I say this is, yes, so this is parallel desktop. This is also one kind of the type 2 virtualization software. So generally you will see here, it is for the Mac. You can see on this window, this is for the Mac, and this is also paid version. Even we can also try for the Mac. This is paid version, and this is also available for, I think, also available for the Windows also. Okay, you can also download this for the Windows. See, parallel desktop for Mac, parallel desktop for Mac Pro, Business Edition, Enterprise, and this is also even available for the Windows. Also, you can download and use on the Windows. There is one version is available. See, download parallel desktop. Okay, so you can download and use this. So this is one kind of the software which I am talking about. You can install and you can do a multiple virtualization on this. So you can see what they are doing on the Mac. He has installed. Now he is trying to install the Mac 11 operating system 11.11 on the on the Mac OS. He is trying to install. See, Mac 11. So he is trying to install this. So this is the type 2 virtualization. The last one which I told you, it's a VMware. Okay, VMware Workstation. So you will see this is VMware Workstation. So you can also download this VMware Workstation from the VM side. Then you can install. It will look like this. Okay, it's a desktop hypervisor. So you can also download this desktop hypervisor from the VMware. Okay, see this downloading VMware this one Workstation. So from here you can download from the website, log into the product component, download the VMware Workstation Pro. You can download and you can start working on this, and you can create your own machines. So these are the generally type 1 and type 2 virtualization which we have discussed here generally, and we can work on this. Wherever you will go, you will see only three technologies. Okay, we will recall it again on the last. I am drawing a line in between of. So here is my type 1 virtualization and here is my type 2 virtualization. So please call behind me. Number one is here the VMware. It's called VMware ESXi. This is my type 1 hypervisor. Number 2, my Nutanix is there. This is my type 1 virtualization hypervisor. Number 3, the Hyper-V, which is the Windows product, Hyper-V. Number 4 is the KVM, which is the Linux product. It is called kernel virtual machine. And fifth one is the Yen server. It's a Yen virtualization software. And type 2, what we have seen the type 2, it's Oracle virtual machine. You can say Oracle VirtualBox. Number 2 we have seen parallel desktop. And number 3 we have seen the VMware Workstation. So these are my type 1 and type 2 virtualization. So I hope you have cleared from this what is the type 1 and type 2 virtualization. Okay, so you people got it from here, what kind of this type 1 and type 2 type of the virtualization. Okay, and you can also ping me on my comment box if you want to you have some question or query. I will try to clear your question and query. Okay, so please support me by subscribing my channel. It's a Techie-S. Okay, subscribe and like and comment if you have any question. Thank you very much for your support. Now next video will also as I told you, will come with the will come with the Nutanix and the other video. I will teach you how this all works. So thank you for your time for today, and please subscribe, like my channel. Thank you very much for your support.